from 15 to 20 million euros a week. That's about 900 to a billion euros every season. This means that Erling Haaland, there is Japarlingen, the top stars in Europe. There was a large pickaxe for 9 months every season. That's not even 7 days of Messi's meager salary. If you agree to join an army, blue a year ago, that giant level of enlightenment. This does not include the bonus amount. If Haaland wins the following Pro League, he also received an additional bonus of 400 million euros. It's unprecedented in the history of football. 9 new Ford Sport channels confirm the information above is absolutely true. Even the desire to bring Messi to Arab Zeus by Angeland, it's never been lost. In the summer concession period 2.024, let's imagine following the price peak from Transfermarkt. City have a squad value of 1.32 billion euros, the highest number in the world, while Hillary agreed to pay for Messi alone about 1.4 billion euros per season to get your services, higher than 80 million euros, compared to holding in the hands of strong clubs like Man City. Here's another classic example. Anna paid for Ronaldo €500 million in 2.5 years. According to the contract, about 200 million euros a year. Help CR7 become a sports athlete. The most money of the year, by episode Fox. Year statistics 2023. While the total amount of money Ronaldo received, it's even worse than half the money Haaland plans to spend on Messi. There are really very few players who stand up to that level. It's easy to refuse. Maybe Messi is here, the first and only star. Shake your head to let Haaland know they didn't have any chance. I finally chose to give myself some peace in the colors of Inter Miami, playing football in America. Even though the environment is a bit Messi strange, integrated very quickly. It only takes a few weeks to adapt. Messi is so good that Leo drives Inter Miami to win the Leeds Cup. Until now, representative of the state of Florida is still slashing on the top selling ranking, and they've got tickets to the playoffs. On the championship, of course, Messi's Inter Miami salary is deep tax, about 25 million euros per season. It's too small to compare to your giant 5 Haaland brings, but there will be no one criticize Messi that you scorn real money to get involved into the fantasy land of the flower flag. That's what happens to people who don't believe. Messi is simple. He came to America to bring the silhouette of a great figure, and they didn't live in America. And Messi has spread it to every board. For many other famous sports athletes, from baseball to basketball to CA actors, everyone has to come to the field to see you play. What's certain is that the Saudi media is hungry. They really want to boost Messi's brand. It helps you get a small income outside of football. The most important part is also mentioned. Messi has always been associated with the celebrity model. Again, very modest. What you want. After football, you are nothing but your family. While wearing the PSG shirt, Messi was with his wife, Antonella, and her children arrive in Saudi Arabia to be a brand ambassador for an event. The weather in the Middle East seems so bad. Messi's family didn't stay long. Back to France very quickly. A few months later, Angela immediately sent an offer to Messi, and then I decided to say, I'm sorry Broly, because the environment doesn't really live your family's life. Life in America, it's like heaven for people. Messi is at the top of the game. And the benefits here. He will help his wife with Messi's children. The most comfortable. Messi chose Inter Miami. You don't have to think much about it when it makes perfect sense. On the other hand, Angie Lang, after 7 failed attempts to convince Messi, he immediately switched to Neymar, into other stars, to invest in a team called the Blue Waves. Conquer all domestic tournaments. Even Ronaldo's NASA wasn't enough to stop him. If Messi comes to the Real Haaland, I don't know how much worse it would be for a NASA. Fortunately, Messi went the other way. That the tournament in the Middle East is starting to turn 6x6. The experts' predictions were not wrong. In addition to playing football in Saudi Arabia, almost every star in Europe comes here. They find it difficult to adjust to life. He left life in Liverpool to earn £400,000 a week at an Idifast. Then U2, as a pioneer, he fled from Saudi Arabia after only half a year. There are many stars now. Others have been on their way back to Europe. It's like Alan San Maxime, Main Hay Stadium America Port. They all aim for high wages, depending on your previous popularity, but then everyone feels wrong choosing to trade money and career when moving to the head post. Just look at it. Messi has a pretty good flag, because I see a lot of problems. If you choose Haaland, Inter Miami is no stranger to Messi. The city has a community of people. Argentina is a very popular name. The Bluebird sheet. Mary was seen as the first choice of wealthy entrepreneurs from South America, especially Argentina. In addition to Spanish, it's a very common language in this city. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 70.2% of the population from the age of 5 or more famous in Spain. The number of English speakers is only 22.7%, so you have a lot to help Messi to live an adapted life. Very fast, comfortable. Messi also stayed away from the pressure and the shouting. It's from the fans. Now Messi is like a magnet. Attract large number of audience, follow MOS. Tickets for both home and yard. Customers are shouted by the ticket side, very high prices, but still it is enough to understand that Messi is famous in the United States. It didn't stop there. Inter Miami also brought Messi the fat promises. When co-star David Beckham, with our partners, decided to split the club shares for Messi. If you retire in the future, more than any, Messi has come to America to retire. Like many other players, at 37, he's still a real football superstar. He just played in the Inter Miami shirt. Just glowed in Argentina. Even though it has not reached the status of normal re-export, the fans are still counting the days waiting for Messi. Because Inter Miami, it's called a strong team. They need a legend to help them win the MLS. Is playing in a fit environment. Just got the title, comfortable with life outside the park. Messi is just helping his family enjoy the rewards with effort. In the last 20 years, instead of the hot, sultry trees in Saudi Arabia, Messi will now go to the beautiful Miami beaches with his wife and children after the bridge match out. Messi is also interested in the presence of Hortiamba, Josephus cast Luis Suarez. We all say no to Arabic. And now they're playing football. And sit together, drink a few beers and hold back the good memories with Barcelona. Highland's 1.4 billion euros isn't enough to talk about countless spiritual values the way Messi brought to Inter Miami. They only have money, and what Messi needs is peace. When the Saudi Pro League can pay homage to the audience in many matches the way that MS Chen wished each other in the stands to see Messi, it is enough to invite you. American football capital, selected as an extremely comfortable stopover with the legends. Right from the time of the baseball game until now, everything is proven in the image of Messi. At the age of 37, Messi will not change his mind. One more time. Inter Miami could be the last stop. It could be near your last, where Messi can play. Talk about your titles, but life knows it's sweet. It's even sweeter now. That's the mindset of a great soccer player. The way Messi chooses to land, it's enough for you to shine in your own way.